Before I could beat them again, they thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket to the right side and complete to her. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough.
He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL.
Back at his own 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
To try again after the sack, Watson. And he's got room. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running plan, put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. On first down, Watson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Chubb on the read option. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watson on first down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now for that completion.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Here we go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Here we go. They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
I'm wondering.
Another try for Mixon, and he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween, and trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give running right is Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down, here's Burrow. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterbacks.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. York now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the fourth. This time has run out on quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Chubb running right. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll start by running the option to the right, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
He's got a man complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.